Sam, welcome to Argyle. Early on deadline day. It's always exciting to do on deadline day, but how do you feel?
Yeah, exactly. Just a bit of relief, but excitement at the same time. As you said, luckily it's happened early enough, so there's not too much panic at the end of the day. But yeah, absolutely delighted to be here.
Why Argyle? What was it about the club?
You know, it was a complicated situation with Birmingham, but as soon as the gaffer and everyone at the club came in and I knew there was that interest, it was something that piqued me, you know, straight away. And it's, you know, I was lucky enough to play in the league last year, and I played against Argyle twice, and they're an impressive outfit to say the least. So when the opportunity came up to potentially come here, I knew it would be a great chance for me.
Yeah, we saw you twice for two different clubs, didn't we? Shrewsbury and AFC Wimbledon. What did you kind of think about us when you were playing against us?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Argyle aren't a club that I've come across too much. Being a northern lad, it's kind of the opposite end of the country to me. But both times I played against you, I was mightily impressed. You know, it was kind of a shock to the system, and obviously that was echoed by how good of a season you had last year. Just missing out on the playoffs, and you know, there were some big teams in the league last year, and I think that the team Argyle really deserved the place in there. They were just unfortunate to fall at the last hurdle. What
are your hopes this year? How do you see yourself fitting in and integrating in the team?
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken to the gaffer, and he knows what he wants from me. You know, it's no surprise, being 6'5", that I'm probably classed as more of a target man. So hopefully I can complement the team in my ways, but also I can adapt to the style of the team, which I'm looking forward to finding out what it is.
Yeah, you mentioned your height there. You mentioned the word target man. Is that how you see yourself? Is that the style of player that you are? How would you describe yourself to our fans?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe more of a modern day number 9. You know, I don't think footballers can really get away with just being a lump up top that's not mobile. So I work hard. I can run around, and I've got a few different sides to my game as well. But for sure, the physical side of being a traditional number 9 is my game.
Let's kind of dive back into your kind of footballing history. So talk us about where it all started, early career.
Yeah, so I started up at Everton as a young lad, and then moved to Wigan, where I had did my scholarship and my apprenticeship. I then did a small stint at Carlisle before going up to Scotland, which is probably where I had my most successful period. Really enjoyed my time up there. The manager, the staff and the club were absolutely fantastic with me. But when the opportunity arose to come back down to England and a bit close to home and to play football in the Championship with Birmingham, it was something that I couldn't turn down. So and then I find myself here now.
Yeah, the time in Scotland, just a quick one on that. I mean, that must have been an incredible experience. You said, as you said, you scored a lot of goals, played against some of the best teams in Europe, really, in Celtic and Rangers, played in the Europa League. You know, what a few years that must have been. Yeah,
definitely, and you know, I think Scotland does get a bad rap down here for some reason. You know, I think that there's the two sides to Scotland. There is the smaller clubs that are in the league, and then you've got the likes of Celtics, Rangers. So the disparity is quite big, and I suppose I can see where it comes from. But you know, some of the experiences that I gained, as you said, playing in Europe, playing at Ibrox, Celtic Park in front of 60,000+ people, the footballing memories that I'll take with me, then they'll definitely be a good part of my career. And
you also started life at Everton, like quite a few here at Argyle as well. Have you come across any of the guys here before? Neil Juicnip?
Yeah, so I worked with Neil when I was younger. Obviously, I was still in high school. I was still a young lad, and I think Neil was heading up the academy there. He was quite a senior figure. So I know Neil, and I spoke to Neil before I came here, and he was extremely complimentary of the club, of myself, and that was definitely a reason to come in.
Just finally, we've got a game coming up in a couple of days' time. If you're involved, how excited are you to get going?
Really excited. You know, I think as opposed to last year, it's a chance to be fighting at the top end of the table. So you know, I know how good the boys were last year. I can see how well they've started this year. So hopefully, I can add to that and be a part of a successful side for this year.
We hope so as well, Sam. Nice to chat to you.
Thank you.